Welcome to a Monday. It's the 23rd of 2023, October 23rd to be exact. I'm Dan Ramey, and welcome to the program. If you are seeing us for the very first time, thank you for checking in. Stick with us. I have news topics that we'll share with you for things that are going on in our community. Not only that, but also a look at sports and this date in history, which is always a part of what we do here on Litter Media Live. Usually Mike Smith is with me, but being Monday, he usually takes the Monday off because of our weekend work. So that's just to let you know what's going on there. But Dan and Mike together again on the radio as well at Litter Media Radio. You'll find us on our website. Just go to littermedia.com. Click where it says Litter Media Radio. It is internet-based. But if you've got Google CarPlay or Apple CarPlay, you can catch us up there as well. Take us everywhere you go, and it's all free. All right. And right here on Facebook Live, as well as our YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe to YouTube. When you do, click the bell icon. You'll receive notification when we upload something new. So stick with us for this program just ahead. Some details on what's happening across the Scioto Valley. But first, a look at our forecast to let you know how to prepare for the work week. We're dealing with some sunshine today, a high to reach near 63 degrees. Should be a little bit warmer as the week continues. Tuesday, we'll have a high of 75, so very Chamber of Commerce-like weather for us, remaining through the week with temperatures in the 70s, and our overnight lows will be in the 40s and 50s as well. You can find more on this weather when you look at our website, littermedia.com. You will also be able to see what the weather's doing in your neighborhood. For instance, if you're living in northern Ohio right now, you can pair this up to be just what you need for your location. Even if you're in Tennessee or California. We noticed yesterday we had some people listening to Litter Media Radio in San Francisco. We appreciate you tuning in and checking out what's going on here in Southern Ohio in our local communities. All right, on the way, a look at news next. But first, these words from Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. Bumped into Michael Linton at the Logan Elm football game this past Friday night, and we're looking forward to continuing with our relationship with Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing on the advertising side. But when you click on this ad, anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, it will take you right to Accurate's website, so you can see the services they provide and the regions that they service. And we're talking from Columbus south to the Ohio River, all the way over to Dayton and to Athens. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. News is next.
Budweiser beer, the king is second.
Who drinks Budweiser? You know the type. The people who grind. Those who don't back down. And the ones who don't quit. They say all people are 6 degrees of separation away from each other. But some are just a six-pack away. The people who share the same spirit, share the same beer. This Bud's for you.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
All right, let's get ready to tell you about what's happening with news. And a reminder for you, you can go to our website to see these stories we're talking about here today. And we almost start with a road report to get things underway. You see there Chillicothe's Bellevue Avenue to be closed for construction. And this is going to be for the next 4 weeks beginning today. Now, I took a little drive down through Bellevue Avenue earlier this morning, and they had yet to set up for the road work. That's been a few hours ago, so it's a good chance that they may have things set up there now, roadblocks and so on and so forth. But residents of the impacted area will have access to and from their homes. All other motorists are advised to take alternate routes. The city engineer's office for Chillicothe says the project will include sanitary sewer and storm sewer improvements, in addition to curbs, gutters, and asphalt as well. And you can see as the road's a little bumpy there, it's been bumpy for quite a while. And grateful to see that they're getting that taken care of. But again, I know a hindrance for those of you for the next month, the next 4 weeks, it just won't be the same for you, right? Ross County Board of Elections is asking for more poll workers for the upcoming general election, November 7th, and for future elections as well. Anyone interested in working the polls, you can contact the board office at 740-775-2350, or you can sign up on the Secretary of State's office website. Poll workers will be paid $158.72 for your day of service. For those who live outside of Ross County, you might check with your local Board of Education or election offices to see if they need workers as well. We're coming up on Veterans Day, and throughout the month of November, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources is cooperating with U.S. hotels, once again offering U.S. military, both active duty and veterans, a 30% discount off camping, getaway rentals, state-operated cabins, or resort lodge stays during the month of November. A salute and a thank you for your service. Medicare open enrollment is taking place now through December 7th. Open enrollment is that time of the year when changes can be made in the plans and providers you've chosen for your Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage and or Medicare Advantage option. Open enrollment is also a good time to run drug comparisons to make sure the Medicare Part D plan you're on is still your best option, as Medicare Part D plans do change from year to year. Individuals who receive the low-income subsidy, or extra help is what it's called, can change their plans once every quarter. Now, this is not on our website. It's something you'll only see here today. But our friends at the Trail Life held its Jim Ramey's Daniel Boone Base Camp up in Johnstown this weekend. 1,500 kids from around north central region of America were all there camping out and learning prehistoric things and basically how to have a good time, but also with Christian values. Now, these kids that you see here smiling are from Illinois, and they were the winners of my brother Jim's Coffee Challenge. They had to build a fire without modern accelerants, make the coffee, and get that to their troop leader for testing. These guys, what did they win? They won a fire ring. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Once again, Trail Life. It's an alternative to the Boy Scouts, but these kids, they learn a lot, and the true values that the Boy Scouts were founded on, and they adhere to that. So look up Trail Life. You can find them on the web. Just click Trail Life. All right, so look at what's going on with our roads for you today. We go down to Pike County. Work is set to begin on October 23rd for a tree trimming project on State Route 335. That's between California Pike Road and Posey Ridge Road. Work will occur daily from 8 to 3 p.m. The road will be closed for the duration of the project, and traffic will be toward via State Route 776 over to State Route 32. The estimated completion is by later this week. And that's again down in Pike County. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at sports, let you know what happened over the weekend, but also what's ahead for this week. Some details are just ahead for you. I want to take a moment to tell you about Scioto Valley Dumpsters. If you have a big cleanup job that needs to be done, you need a dumpster, right? Whether that be if you've got rental properties and you're cleaning some things out, you've had an eviction or whatever, or maybe you're just sprucing up that rental property that you have. And it's not just rental properties. What if it's a larger business you've got going on? So residential or commercial, Scioto Valley Dumpsters can help you out. 740-253-8389. And in some instances, they can also help do the work, but you can certainly count on them to bring a dumpster to you, and then when you're done filling it up, haul it all away. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, 740-253-8389. Sports is next.
You haven't had vodka soda like this. No one has. Made with the world's smoothest vodka plus real juice. New White Claw Vodka Soda.
Archway of Opportunities is a scholarship program. It can include the crew members and it can include managers. The scholarship is $2,500 for crew members and it's $3,000 for managers. For my store alone, we've had $35,000 go out just in 1 year. And for all 7 of our stores, we had $66,000 in scholarship funds.
Don't forget, every Wednesday, you can meet with the managers at McDonald's, our 7 area local McDonald's, 4 in Chillicothe, in Greenfield, down in Waverly, and in Circleville. McDonald's, I'm loving it. For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652. All right, on to sports. Let's begin with a wrap-up of what happened on Friday night. Our Litter Media Extras available for your review on littermedia.com, as well as on our website and on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search Litter Media if you don't have that already selected as a favorite. But I want to congratulate the Logan Elm Braves. They are playoff bound, but they shared a 3-way tie for the Mid-State League Championship with the win. A lot of it was on the back of that kid right there, Landon Thompson. And there you see the celebration that takes place. The celebration was a lot of fun, and you can see it all now on our YouTube channel, as well as in the story, the recap at littermedia.com. And we've got teams going to the playoffs. As I mentioned to you, Logan Elm, we'll get to them in just a moment. We're going to start with Division 3 here. Region 11 has London at 10-0, hosting Beechcroft. Marietta will travel to Jackson, who won the FAC. Bloom Carroll, who was a 3-way tie with Hamilton Township and Logan Elm, and they will host Athens. Miami Trace heads to Hamilton Township. Hillsborough makes the playoffs in region number 12, and they'll be traveling to Salina. Division 4, as I mentioned, Logan Elm is home, and they will host Indian Valley from, is it Gneaden Hutton? I can't remember how to say that, but we're back at it with Indian Valley and Logan Elms, the Braves, in action Friday night. Vinton County in the playoffs at 9-1. They will travel south to Gallia Academy. Over in Region 16, Unioto is home with Urbana, the SVC Gold Ball winner. Unioto Sherman's ready for their first-round playoff. McLean gets into the playoffs. They'll travel to Cincinnati Taft. Waverly making the trip over to Springfield Shawnee, and Washington Courthouse will go down to the Cincinnati area and play Wyoming. At the Division 5 level, Region 19 has Ironton at home with Worthington Christian. Of course, Ironton is the defending state champion. Didn't they win back-to-back titles, if I'm not mistaken? Portsmouth travels to Fairland. Heath will be at Portsmouth West, and the Berg is home with Afrocentric. Valley View will be the landing spot for Westfall in Region 20, and Zane Trace is home with Middletown Madison. And again, that will all be this coming Friday evening. Division 6. This is kind of a surprise. Look at the record. Parkway is 2-8. They lost 6 consecutive games but made the playoffs, and they'll bring that pony show to Paint Valley to see the Bearcats. And down in Pike County, Beaver Eastern is home to host Shadyside, and you'll see Shadyside, usually a pretty good team. They had a 3-7 mark this season. But again, this is all due to that expansion of the 16 teams in the region getting an opportunity to play playoff football. And we will be on the road with our Litter Media cameras as well as Litter Media Radio. Down to Pike County. We're going to head to Beaver as the Eastern Eagles will take on Shady Side. We'll have a preview show coming up at 12 noon this coming Thursday here on Facebook Live. And game night coverage begins at 6:50 with our Mike Smith and Tom Beard on the call. Should be a lot of fun. 10-0 season for those Eastern Eagles, and Scott Tomlinson, we had a chance to see them earlier this year. They had a tight contest. There's not a lot of kids on this team, but they have a lot of heart, and we'll get a chance to see that and share details with you Friday night from down in Eastern Pike County. Congratulations to the Huntington Huntsman Lady Huntsman Cross Country team winning the Division III District Championship at the University of Rio Grande on Saturday. You can check our website story for other area teams and individuals who qualified for the regionals. And, of course, you can always go to our website, littermedia.com, and take a look at our score page that we have for you. You see there the girls' soccer winners from over the weekend and volleyball winners. A district competition for soccer and volleyball begins tonight. Mike Smith will have that up to date on our website, but also on Litter X as well. The All-Frontier Athletic Conference teams have been released. Now, football will be done separately, but here are your players of the year. First of all, in cross country, Corbin Winkle of Hillsborough on the boys' side, and the girls' side, Chillicothe's Elena McKenzie. In golf, Vincent Haller from Chillicothe, the player of the year. In girls' golf, Aubrey Arnold from Jackson is your player of the year. In soccer, there were co-players of the year for boys, Caden Cook from Chillicothe and Saku Mara from Miami Trace. And Maddie Walburn of Jackson is your girls' soccer player of the year. Bella Flores from Chillicothe is the tennis player of the year for girls' tennis. And in volleyball, Chillicothe's Evelyn Hammond, who's just a freshman, and Addison Butts from Miami Trace are your co-players of the year in volleyball. You can see the entire teams on our website now at littermedia.com. How about them Buckeyes? Number 3, Ohio State. And folks, you can crush people all you want. I enjoy these tight contests. It keeps you on the edge throughout the game, and to see your guys come up with the win late, I think that's great. 20-12, the final there. The Buckeyes ranked number 3 in the polls this week. They will they will travel to Wisconsin to face Luke Fickle's Badgers this coming Saturday. In fact, they'll be on the road the next 2 weeks. The Ohio Bobcats, they were winners over Western Michigan. That makes them bowl eligible with that 20-17 win. It is Miami week as the Bobcats will host the Red Hawks this Saturday. This is my favorite video from the weekend. For those of you listening on Litter Media Radio, you're not seeing this right now, but here's a dog riding a rocking horse, and the Browns picked up a win, 39-38. It came into the final seconds on a touchdown lunge by Kareem Hunt. He just broke the plane, and the Browns improved to 4-2, while the Colts slipped to 3-4. I just can't get over that. That dog taking a ride on the horsey, riding cowboy. They'll be headed to Seattle next Sunday, will the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, the Bengals will be doing what the punt returner Charlie Jones is doing here. They will be headed west as they make their way to California to take on the 49ers. They had a bye week this weekend, and they're 3-3, and they'll try and go 4-3 with a win at San Francisco on Sunday. Now, the World Series could be set by the end of the evening. The National League Championship Series could wrap up tonight as the Phillies hold a 3-2 lead over Arizona. They will play first at 5:07, that game on TBS. Fox will have the Texas-Houston bout. And if I'm correct on this, neither of these teams have won their home games Is it possible that the toothpick gets a win at home and goes back to the World Series? Speaking of Dusty Baker, you'll find out tonight as that series will be decided this evening. Don't forget, again, we've got our Neil Coleman Insurance Players of the Week nominations, and your opportunity to make a nomination by simply sending in your Player of the Week. If you send some stats too, that would be helpful as well. Just go to littermedia.com and you'll see where it says Players of the Week. Click on that link and you'll be able to see all those that have been the Players of the Week up to this point, but also you can make your nomination right there, send that to us, and on Thursday during our preview show, we will announce the winner of this week's award. And, of course, we'll have a big award announced as the Player of the Year coming your way in December. All right, that's a look at sports. And coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with this date in history. But first, these words.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
At Rathkamp Financial, we believe in building client relationships for the long term, guiding you through the stages of wealth with a plan and bringing you closer to reaching your financial dreams. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust with our customized investment solutions.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When insuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week. You know, we had the Tomlinson Insurance Agency commercial just a moment ago, and I want to take a moment to let you know we have in the stories today about Medicare enrollment. Tomlinson can help you with that. So we're trying to connect with them to have a special guest in to tell us more. They're Medicare specialist. We had her scheduled for last week, but there was an illness in the family she had to take care of. So hopefully we'll be able to get her back with us here sometime this week. All right, on to this date in history. We turn the clock back to 1850. Now, this photo you're seeing on Litter Media Live, it is from the 1916 era of the suffrage first. Suffragists organizers hold their first ever National Women's Rights Convention in Worcester, Massachusetts. That was on this date, October 23rd, 1850. So this was, that would be what, 66 years before this banner came out here that you're seeing. More than 1,000 delegates from 11 states arrived for the two-day conference, which had been planned by members of the Anti-Slavery Society. These conventions continued up until the 12th convention, and that was 1869 in Washington, D.C., after which the organized suffrage front split over the question of whether black men should have suffrage. So there's a look, just a quick look at a banner and what it stood for, but I wish we could have shown you more things from history there in regards to a display of images, but that was the only one we could come up with for today. Hey, before we wrap things up, we know that this weekend it is the Chillicothe Evening Lions, Chillicothe JC's annual Halloween parade. That is Saturday night, and we know that there will be special trick-or-treat hours and things coming up, if not on October 31st, in days prior to. Now, here's why I'm bringing this up. Downtown Circleville is having its little Halloween gathering for an hour, and it takes place tomorrow night from 5 until 6 p.m. And most everybody else will be later towards the weekend, if not Monday or Tuesday of next week. All right, that's a look at what's happened on this date in history, but also what's ahead for you locally and telling you the good news about things going on in our communities. If you've got something you'd like to share, please do so. We've got our web address available for you on our website. Just go to littermedia.com and click on Contact Us, or you can drop us a message here on Facebook as well. That's a look at the program for your Monday, October 23rd. I'm Dan Ramey. Mike and I will be back with you again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live.